Yeah, before starting the fourth session, yeah, there's one thing that I forgot to mention. So you have to choose the dinner menu tomorrow. Tomorrow, yeah. So please write your name on the dinner menu of the second day tomorrow. Yeah, please do after this session. Thank you.
So we have the last session, session 4. I'm very pleased to preside over this session, last sessions. My name is Kim Dae-ik from Yongsan University. So we will start the 3 speakers. The first one, Hoon from Sogang University, and Yong from Andong University. The title is on the availability of a Unary merge. Please.
Thank you. Hello everyone. My name is Yong from Andong University, and the co-presenter is Hoon from Sogang University. Thank you for being here, and it's a pleasure to be here and to have our idea presented here. Without ado, let's begin. Since his Reading lecture in 2017, Chomsky has made significant efforts to reorganize the operation of merge and its related concepts. In particular, he proposed a more rigorous set theoretic reformulation of merge to eliminate unnecessary complications caused by its loose applications. Chomsky now views merge as a kind of set formation that can generate structures recursively. In this presentation, we will explore different types of merge in greater depth. Specifically, we aim to demonstrate the validity of unary merge, UM for short. Our focus will be on the set theoretic aspects of this issue and its implications for the study of the faculty of language, FL for short. In this presentation, we will discuss the following points. First, we will provide motivation for unary merge in human language computation by examining the operation union of sets, which should be included in the list of operations of the faculty of language. Next, we will demonstrate the advantages that unary merge offers and explain how the free application of all types of merge is regulated by the language-specific conditions, LSCs for short. As a result, we will show that unary merge is not only possible but also essential in human language computation. Finally, we will explore the potential extension of merge to cases involving head-head merge and speculate on how unary merge might help capture CD effects. As background for our presentation, let's consider the following statements from Chomsky and his colleague's 2023 book, Merge and the Strong Minimal Thesis. They say, note that the most fundamental operation is essentially form set. That is, put any number of objects into a set, adding that set to the workspace, WS for short. From this statement, we can infer that there are 3 types of merge as shown in 1. 1A is binary merge, which takes 2 syntactic objects, SOs for short, in the workspace and forms a 2-member set with them. 1B is Unary merge, which takes more than 2 syntactic objects in the workspace and forms a multiple-member set. 1C is Unary merge, which takes only 1 syntactic object in the workspace and forms a singleton set. The distinction between binary, Unary, and unary merge is made for expository purposes, though Unary merge encompasses both binary and unary merge. Binary merge is easily observable in natural languages. For example, the sentence, Mary should read the book, can be generated through recursive application of binary merge. as illustrated in 1 prime A. This is the most common type of merge found in human language computation within the faculty of language. Unary merge is somewhat special in that it does not typically apply in human language computation. However, it can be used to generate unstructured adjunction or coordination. As shown in 1 prime B with the sentence, John is tall, happy, hungry, bored with TV, etc. This idea has been a part of generic grammar since its inception, but was reconsidered by Chomsky's 2013 Problems of Projection paper. Unary merge, however, is not easily identifiable in natural languages, making it difficult to provide clear examples. In the following discussion, we will explore the availability of unary merge in the faculty of language as illustrated in 1 prime C. Let's begin our exploration by considering the operation form set, FS for short. Let's assume that we have two syntactic objects, set 1 AB and set 2 CD in the workspace. 2A is supposed to be formed by a form set where 2B is not. In other words, 2A is okay as a valid result of a form set, but 2B is not. However, according to set theory, 2B can be formed by the union of sets. This raises the question, if form set is an operation that forms sets, why isn't the usual set theoretic operation of union applicable within a system that allows form set? We conjecture that the union of sets is not fundamentally disallowed by form set, but rather that the language-specific conditions exclude 2B. It's possible that theta theoretic properties play a role in this exclusion. On the other hand, we can ask the question, is there any way to form the set, namely set 3 containing set 1 and set 2 as its members, from the union of set 1 and set 2? Consider the following. If set 1 and set 2 each become a member of a larger set, meaning that set 1 is the sole member of set 1 prime, and set 2 the only member of set 2 prime, then the union of these sets produces set 3 as shown below. This can be achieved by first applying unary merge to set 1 and set 2 respectively, as demonstrated in the following example at the bottom of the screen. Okay, given the discussion so far, we should acknowledge the availability of UM while form set might be understood as a union operation. Note that unary merge is simply a special case of form set that targets a single element as illustrated in 2 prime. Without unary merge, there would be no way to exclude the possibility of using form set as union of sets as shown in 2 prime B. Additionally, it is important to note that form set may include union in its list of operative methods as illustrated in 2 double prime A. The form set in 2 double prime A represents a case of union, while the form set in 2 double prime B is somewhat similar to the earlier concept of lexical array. This suggests that we don't need any special operations for the faculty of language beyond those found in standard set theory. We propose that this could be a step toward a theory that aligns with the third factor in language design. If we accept unary merge as a possible operation in our language, we can gain several advantages. Here we will focus on 2 key theoretical or conceptual benefits. First, adopting unary merge allows us to apply form set without restrictions on the syntactic objects to be merged. Number 1, form set by unary merge is necessary and applicable, as we will demonstrate. Number 2, form set by binary merge serves as the foundation for structure dependence. As you can see from the example 1A. Number 3, form set by unary merge accounts for unstructured structured coordinations, as you can see from example 1b. And then the second advantage will be unary merge provides a motivation for the principle of structural dependence. Okay? Generative grammarians should recognize structural dependence as one of the most prominent features of the faculty of language. But this raises the question, why does the faculty of language exhibit this property? Unary merge seems to offer a straightforward answer. It is because structure is inherently simpler than linearity. Or conversely, linearity presupposes the existence of structure. To understand this, we need to consider how linearity is determined. For concreteness, let's examine set theory. From a set theoretical perspective, linearity is represented by ordered pairs. For example, a linear relation like A precedes B corresponds to the ordered pair AB. And this ordered pair AB is defined as a set consisting of two other sets. One set has A as its only member, and the other set contains both A and B. This means that constructing the ordered pair AB requires multiple applications of form set. We can break down this procedure step by step as shown below. Okay. Let there be two objects A and B. Number one, apply form set by unary merge to A twice, yielding the set containing the set A. Number two, apply form set by binary merge to AB, yielding the set AB. Number three, apply form set by unary merge to the set AB, yielding the set containing the set AB. Number four, apply form set by binary merge to the two sets, the one containing the set A and then the other one containing the set AB, yielding the set containing the set A and the set AB. In contrast, a single application of form set by binary merge is sufficient to yield the set AB. We refer to this set as a structure. Therefore, structure is simpler than linearity. Okay. From here on, Professor Lee will continue our presentation, but I will be back soon. Professor Lee, if you would please.
Okay, thank you, Professor Kim. Till now, we have introduced unary merge and showed that form set has two kinds of functions. One is union and the other is set creation, which means that standard set theory is enough for form set. If our approach is tenable, the general properties of sets recognized in set theory should be buried in faculty of language too. For example, sets generally meet the condition in 3a, determinants of members. According to this condition, we must be able to determine what the member of a set is and what is not. B, non-occurrence of identical members. So the set ABB is not okay, but the set of AB is okay. Assuming conditions in 3, a set can be defined as a collection of well-defined distinctive objects, which is general definition in set theory. Of course, we can imagine a set that doesn't meet conditions in 3, but such set is not interesting. That theory doesn't explain anything in language. And furthermore, the anything will do condition doesn't explain anything, so we deny that. Anyway, we assume that sets meet conditions in 3. Then we should ask whether sets formed by form set meet these conditions or not. Firstly, condition 3a is met as illustrated in 3a prime. In this example, Tom cannot be a member of the set responsible for the expression because it lacks an appropriate interpretation at CI. In this case, the membership is determined by language-specific conditions like the principle of plural interpretation. Thus, we think that sets formed by form set meet the condition 3a. Maybe this means that the faculty of language ultimately satisfies condition 3a. Let's now turn to condition 3b. at first, it seems that there is a counterexample to this condition, that is the repetition phenomenon, such as ho, baram, 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 in English, win, 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 which is the title of a popular Korean song from the 1980s. Recently, the repetition phenomenon is renamed as a repetition of inscriptions, and inscriptions can be understood as elements which is inscribed in the workspace. Then we should check whether the example 4 is a real counterexample to condense B or not. For this, we need to clarify some points. Firstly, according to Chomsky et al. 2023, structurally identical inscriptions are copies when they are produced by internal version, but repetitions when they occur by external version. Secondly, according to Chomsky's miracle clay framework, repetitions do not occur within the same phase. With this in mind, let's look at the example 4 again. Then we can know that the expression 4 cannot be formed by external merge as shown in part, because there is no phase. While external merge cannot form the expression 4, internal merge can if we apply unary merge as demonstrated in 6. As shown in 6, the key of the derivation is the one-time application of unary merge to baram win, which enables the recursive internal merge of baram win. Consequently, at faculty range can meet the condition 3b. If we accept the free version of form set, which includes unary merge, and if we think of form set as union operation, other things, then 3 cases only emerge from the union of non-singleton sets. Let's see, in 7a, we see the union of 2 sets without any other operations. In 7b, unary merge apply only once to the set AB before the union of 2 sets. In 7c, unary merge apply twice, and then after the union of 2 sets, we obtain a set consisting of 2 sets as its members. The resultant set in 7c is permitted by the faculty range. However, 7a and 7b should be excluded because no temporary condition. If we can show that unary merge is necessary, our proposal will be strengthened. For this, let's consider some minimalist common idea. Firstly, one widely accepted common idea is that unary merge is not available in I-language. We can find this idea here and there. For example, Chomsky et al. 2023. What is referred to as merge is in fact form set restricted to 2. Thus, merge is binary set formation. This is based on simplest by least effort. And then Chomsky's miracle clay, unary operations do nothing in I-language, so we can omit them. And earlier, Collins and Stabler states that no synthetic object alpha can be merged with this set. In other minimalist common idea can be found from Chomsky 2008. In this paper, Chomsky emphasized that unary merge yields the arithmetic successor function, which generates the system of natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. Chomsky says, suppose that a language has the simplest possible lexicon, just one lecture item, call it 1. Application of merge to the li yields set 1, call it 2. Application of merge to set 1 yields set of set 1, 1, call it 3, etc. In fact, merge applied in this manner yields the successor function. It is straightforward to define addition, internal merge xy, and in familiar way, the rest of arithmetic, division, multiplying. Chomsky's this example can be seen as equal to John von Neumann's idea, that is on the bottom of the screen. 0, pi, 1, set of consisting of pi, 2, consisting of 0 and 1. Okay. So according to minimalist common idea, unary merge is valid, but it is not for the faculty of language. But we cannot deny that unary merge is the simplest and most minimal operation. While I-language does not require a successor function, we think that unary merge is still available, as we have discussed in this presentation. But its application is very highly restricted. To understand unary merge more properly, we will present the case for unary merge, that is the merge of 2 heads. Especially, we try to solve the problem of labeling in head-head configuration, that is external merge of 2 heads. Internal merge head case will be discussed shortly by Professor Kim. A head usually consists of a root R and a category cat. Suppose 2 syntactic heads, say x0 and y0 are merged. For the head x0, we select Rx and catx from the lexicon. and for the head y0, we select root of y and category y. With these, there are two cases of head merge. In case 1, binary merge first applied to form x0, y0 respectively. Then unary merge applied to x0 and then binary applies. The resulting structure is shown in tree diagram on the screen. In this structure, the topmost label is determined by cat y because minimal search identified cat y as a label. In case 1, unary merge is crucial for labeling. Without unary merge, cat x and cat y would be equidistant for search, which makes the topmost label impossible. Thus, unary merge is necessary. In case 2, x0 and root of y are merged and minimal search determine the labels. In the tree diagram, we can see the labelless node in the red box. According to minimal search, the label of the red box node should be x because cat x is the sole candidate for labeling. However, we propose that the red box node cannot be labeled as x because cat x cannot be located by minimal search. For this, we assume that unary merge gives rise to islandhood for search. The implications of this islandhood-induced property of unary merge will be discussed in the final part of our presentation. To be more concrete, let's consider more simple cases. That is the merger of root and categorizer. This simple case can be divided into 3 possibilities. Possibility A is straightforward and presents no issues. Possibility B is excluded because the categorizer lacks interpretation interfaces, meaning that the categorizer cannot categorize anything. Then, what about the merger of root of log and categorize n without applying unary merge? This scenario corresponds to possibility C. In possibility C, minimal search simultaneously finds both root and cat, so the label cannot be determined. At this point, we assume that a root has no category, and also assume that search does not distinguish between a root and a categorizer. Therefore, if a root and a categorizer merge, search considers both as candidates for label. Since a root and a categorizer are not and surely cannot be categorically identical, the merge of a root and root of log and category n ends up with no label. We believe that this is actually the null hypothesis. From now on, we will extend our proposal, and for this, Professor Kim discussed the head-on case and the CD effects.
Thank you, Professor Lee. Let me finish our story. Okay, at this point, we would like to discuss the implications of our proposal, particularly whether it offers any positive extensions. Note that our discussion so far focused on head-head merger cases. Traditionally, head-head merger is achieved through the root of head movement, which has been traditionally treated as a junction. A junction is translated into pair merge, PM for short, in the minimalist program, resulting in an asymmetric structure. To evaluate the effectiveness of unary merge in islandhood, let's suppose that pair merge comprises unary merge and set merge, SM for short. Okay, if pair merge is indeed a complex operation composed of unary merge and set merge, then in head movement cases, it is the moved head, not the host head, that should undergo unary merge. This implies that head movement always results in a pair merge with the moved head functioning as an adjunct, as illustrated in the tree, where root undergoes unary merge and is IM to little v. Note that without unary merge of R little v, the element formed by the IM of R little v to little v would lack a label because minimal search cannot determine the case label of this complex head. At this point, allow us to delve further, though the discussion is highly speculative. Let's suppose that unary merge is not limited to head movement cases, but is involved in all pair merge cases. In this scenario, adjoint phrases or adjuncts would undergo unary merge as a whole. Given that pair merge is asymmetry in nature, the problem of exocentricity in set merge cases does not arise in pair-merge cases. The label of the set containing the set XP and the element YP is Y. Can this analysis be extended to specifiers? In this context, it is important to note that the moral-style anti-symmetry approach as adopted by Chomsky 2013 does not apply to Icelandic transitive expletive constructions, TECs for short. The following example, drawn from Bovalike and Jonas 1996, is written in English, though the original text should be written in Icelandic. Number 8, there have been many trolls eaten the pudding. Chomsky's 2013 solution to the so-called specifier problem is labeling by feature sharing, which renames the syntactic object traditionally called tense phrase, TP, as 5 phrase. This solution, however, does not account for the Icelandic case in 8, where the external argument, many trolls remained in the position of speculative BP. To our knowledge, Chomsky has not addressed TCs in his discussions. So we speculate that unary merge may offer a solution to this problem. Suppose that not only agents but also specifiers must undergo unary merge. This would result in a P-AND structure. Thus, in the merge of phrases, say XP and YP, one of them undergoes unary merge, as shown in 9, where XP is the external argument and YP is the label BP. Unary merge has XP contained in another set, which causes the entire phrase to be labeled as YP. An immediate question that arises is, why not apply unary merge to YP as shown in 10? This might be due to certain CI conditions or LSCs. That is, CI requires an event interpretation of the sentence, and YP, but not XP, is eventual. We can hypothesize that unary merge has the effect similar to spell out in the sense of Iragireka 1999 and Takira et al. 2016. Although this concept is reminiscent of the box system in the MC framework in Chomsky 2023, its effect is quite the opposite. From within a UM, the syntactic object, the internal elements cannot be extracted, although the UM syntactic object itself is movable. In contrast, elements within the box can be extracted, but the box syntactic object is more immobile. This suggests that specifiers are not fundamentally distinct from agents. This is the view proposed by Kane 1994, but the problem with Kane's 1994 analysis is that specifiers and agents are not parallel in terms of extractability. How can we account for their subtle differences in extractability? This question remains unresolved and will be left for future research. Thank you for your attention.
So, is there any comments or questions? Will be welcome, please. Yes.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for the great talk. I have two small questions, one more conceptual, the other more technical. My first question is about one of the questions that you have, I think very correctly raised during your talk, which concerns whether or not, or to what extent we can say we can use or we should not use the other parts of set theory in linguistics, especially formal syntax. And my question is kind of me asking this as a linguist and as a formal syntactician. Do we really want to say that this is our explanatory burden as linguists? Say why we don't use the full scale set theory in linguistics? Is it really our explanation work to do? Because if so, then it's not just union, but also intersection and complementation and power set, etc., etc. It's a rabbit hole.
Yes, our idea is how we can utilize the concepts of set theory in its maximum.
Right, but we
Okay.
don't want to say that
Yeah.
it's our burden to explain why we
Yeah.
don't use it.
As you said, intersection of sets will be also available if we next month use those concepts. But what we deal with is language, not mathematics.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
something like this is just a pretense, but something like language specific conditions would work for excluding apply that kind of operation.
Oh, that's much better. That means we
Yeah.
just need one reason. That is the third factor, the language specific
Yeah.
condition to rule out everything else,
Yeah.
except say merge and maybe this other union.
Yeah.
That would be much better. Thank you. And another question I have is that it has to do with your set theoretic definition and maybe construal of the definition of the ordered pair. And my question is, do you really want to view that definition as a strict equality, or is it better viewed just as a one-line correspondence? Because a set and a pair are still of different types. They are formal objects of different types. They could be defined in terms of each other, but are they really equal? I mean, I think when you begin to construct sets and call them syntactic objects, it sounds like you're truly understanding that definition as true equality. But do we really want to interpret that as true equality or just one correspondence?
We just try to utilize the pair, the ordered pair or pair merge as a kind of set merge operation. Okay, so if we use the concept of pair merge as asymmetrical, a kind of asymmetrical set merge, so it's just speculation, but we can get some Eureka style spell out effect. So we are just at the stage of speculation. So we work on that problem
Thanks.
more
Actually,
convincingly.
what's worrying me is that an ordered pair can be defined in that way, but that's just one of the many different definitions of an ordered pair.
Yeah.
If we can build a syntactic object in that shape, why not the other possible definitions and other set theoretic shapes? That's the
Yeah,
worry here.
it's our limitations.
Thank you.
We are just syntacticians,
Yes.
not mathematicians. Yeah. Okay.
We are not mathematicians and we are statisticians, and we use set theory only explain the language record. So we use the only element in set theory. Without terms of set theory, we only it's okay. Grouping only. And the second thing is ordered pair. Interpreting set theory. The most important thing is set is symmetric and linear is asymmetric. How can we capture the asymmetry? For that, we use the set theory. Does not mean set theory explains every linguistic expression.
Yeah. That's a good answer. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other question or comment, please? Yes.
Yeah, thank you for the talk. Just a quick comment. So there's actually a work by Maximiliano Guimarães in 2000 in Maryland, working papers in linguistics, where he proposes what he calls self-merge, which is really like your unary merge. And Richard Kane has a paper in 2008 in Linguistic Variation Yearbook, where he proposes that this self-merge can deduce the anti-symmetry or solve some anti-symmetry problems on the body structure. And also he discusses some concept of exactly the same with the self-merge, or is it an extended version, or I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that those papers will be useful for your purposes.
Oh, thank you for your comment. Actually, we did not refer to that paper, and I think we should read that paper. Okay, thank you. Yeah.
So, yes, please.
I just want to briefly mention that this idea, to what extent that we can use this idea to explain, for instance, the self-projection cases that we captured a long time ago, that we have a satisfactory solution under minimalist consideration, whether this can help with that or not. The self-projection, when you take a lexile item, it self-projects into a phrase, for instance, that we capture this easily with the X bar theory.
Oh, so you mean we should revive the projection
With
earlier,
this,
in the earlier age? Yeah.
In the sense that we do this self-projection very easily with the X bar theory, but under the set theory, it is kind of different, right? So my question is that to what extent that this your proposal can be extended to
Maybe you mean the Baker's projection in the X-bar theory?
if you don't take any complement, if you don't take any
That's
specifier, right?
as you know, just that in the X-bar theory period, that's a just exploration. So the adaptive set theory is not exploration, it's we can define and we could reject that, we need exact evidence for that. So the situation is very different.
And in addition, the multiple applications of unary merge result in successor function. We don't need it. We don't want that result. So the application of unary merge should be restricted, maybe just once. Yeah.
Okay, so we have go full of the time, so the time is up. So we move on to next speaker. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
your presentation. Next speaker is